The day in New York starts now. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. It is September 10th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
Michael Gargiulo. Lauren Scala is watching our roads and our rails. But first, Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with today's forecast. Is summer back today or summer back later on?
It's ish today. I mean, well, we're still in summer, right? So very average temperature-wise. And then tomorrow it's like full on, like August.
Full on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Bring it back, Maria.
Times in school.
I'm going to replay this in December.
Okay.
Right.
You're like, oh,
no,
yeah.
Please.
No. But yeah, it's going to be very comfortable, right? So right on the nose for average as far as high temperatures goes, just about 68 degrees currently at Central Park. But what you see there, some cloud cover, some low clouds too, even a little bit of fog mixed in there. And yes, Storm Tracker 4 picking up just enough green that I've got to say, you know, and probably a few sprinkles too. Crossing 287 here into Essex County, just to the southeast of Newark. Nothing wild, but just enough that you may see some of the wet pavement out there. I do think sunshine will win out over some of that cloud cover later on today. 68 currently in Central Park, Long Beach at 70, 63 in Peekskill. More clouds than sun, especially early on, and then later today, more peaks of that sunshine. 76 degrees by 2 o'clock, 76 by 5 p.m., headed up into the upper 70s across the board today. All right, let's get you out the door on this Tuesday, see how the commute is shaping up for everybody. Lauren, uh-oh, shaking the head.
No, nothing wild from here either.
Okay, oh,
I
good,
liked your reference there. So it's not getting wild yet in here, but it will soon because it's almost 6, but it's still 5:31. So if you are headed out at the moment, there are delays on 95 northbound getting into the construction area by exit 17, Chatsworth Avenue. Then heading over to the Bruckner westbound delays because of road work out there. So that's out between 295 and White Plains Road. But otherwise, you should be in for a nice ride. I don't have any major accidents to tell you about, so that's good news. Michael, back over to you.
Warren, thank you very much. Now to breaking news coming from Queens. One woman is dead. Another person is seriously hurt.
Thousands of survivors from the destruction of Hurricane Dorian.
You're really just getting a sense now of the extent of the devastation in the Bahamas.
Right, and you know, there's tropical waves coming through right now, so showers not making it easier currently there in the weather situation, not over the next couple days either. Here, though, things are quiet, and for the kids at the bus stop and starting their day off, it's a good thing. 67 degrees this morning. By lunchtime, 74. We'll see 78 at the end of the day today when they're off the school bus, maybe those after-school activities. And I think for the most part, we're going to stay dry, just mostly cloudy. But you see that off to the west, tracking our next round of showers and storms, and some may be on the severe side. And guys, I also have to factor back in the heat index that's coming up in the 10-day forecast.
Maria, thanks so much. Bye.
Ahead. Right now, an overturned vehicle came in on the Connecticut Turnpike. So this is southbound out by exit 27A in Bridgeport. You could see the overturned vehicle there in several lanes blocked. So delays are building into this area. Then heading over to some construction out there on the BQE. Also delays westbound because of this. That's just after the Long Island Expressway. And we'll take a live look outside.
She's got that. Yeah, she's very sweet. All right, well, that's a nice story. So do we have a nice start to the morning? It's Tuesday.
Yeah, I think we do. You know, for most of us, it's pretty quiet. For summer lovers, Darlene, I've got a little something, Michael, too. A little something for you. Let's take you outside right now. I am tracking some, this is really what it looks like for most of us. It's sort of low cloudiness. This camera has a great perspective because you can see the motion of the low cloudiness, the mistiness, the mugginess, a little bit warmer in that regard compared to yesterday. So an uptick in that humidity. 68 in Central Park right now, White Plains at 64, so is Islip, and that east wind right there at Long Branch keeping it at 68 degrees and Poughkeepsie at 60. So we are at 74, 1 o'clock, 75 under mostly cloudy skies. So I do think that it's not going to be overly gray. We will get those bouts of sunshine in there up to 78, so definitely feeling warmer. Watch that sprinkle possible, especially early today. The situation right now is in Connecticut, not New Jersey. Heading over to 95 southbound, there is an accident out by 27A. So it's an overturned vehicle here. The camera keeps going in and out, but there's a lot of fire trucks on the scene. Just one lane's getting by. So you can see southbound 25 here as well as on 95. There are delays building. Heading over to some construction delays you're going to see out there on the BQE. This is heading westbound out by the Long Island Expressway. Things are really jammed up back to Queens Boulevard right now because of this. And then heading over to the Queensboro Bridge on the Manhattan-bound lower level. There's a slowdown due to a disabled vehicle there. So stick with the upper level or the Midtown Tunnel is a good option, but you'll have to get through the LIE traffic first. We're going to take a live look out there, out by the Grand Heights River crossings. Also watch out for some road work on the Bruckner. That's in the process of wrapping up. That's out there by White Plains Road. Darlene, back over to you. All right, thanks so much.
testimony continues today at the trial of 3 people trapped. Let me tell you, I would probably pay anything to see that. That's my CTV right there. All right, we have some clouds out there right now. Even a few not a mountain night, pleasant for baseball. Temperatures right about 70 degrees for the 7th inning stretch. That first pitch, by the way, 7:10.
Is that the Diamondbacks logo? Okay. Good job. I'm like, what is it? Like that? Like, okay. I'm sorry.
I did a good job with the first responders out there right now on this accident. On 95, that white vehicle there was overturned just a little while ago. They were able to upright it rather quickly. You can see the flatbed to the left of your screen, but again, and delays are building quickly out there as well.
Okay, well, thanks so much. A beautiful but dangerous plant that was growing right on the street on the Upper West Side. It has been removed. The Parks Department, it was growing in the median. 93rd in Columbus, the senior vice president at the Trust for Public Land says the plant is actually
from parts of Bergen County down through Essex County, 280, Bloomfield, Newark, Patterson. You could be looking at a few sprinkles north of Bayonne as well. These are sliding off to the east. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, a pretty quiet morning for most of us. 67 at Central Park, 64 in White Plains, 60 in Port Jervis. We're headed back up into the mid and upper 70s today, very similar to yesterday in that I think we'll see some clouds, peaks of sunshine too, and warm and muggy, 76 degrees by 5 o'clock. All right, let's get you out the door. I know Lauren Scala's got her map full. You've got your eyes on a lot of things, too.
That's right. In fact, right behind you, there's some brake lights because there's an accident on the Henry Hudson Parkway southbound approaching 96th Street, so thank you for that. Now, if you're headed out, you can see lots of green on the map, so there are a couple of problems, including this overturned vehicle that has now been uprighted. This is southbound on the Connecticut Turnpike in Bridgeport, so out by exit 27A, still blocks 2 lanes, just 1 lane gets by, showing you the delay back into Stratford right now. I'd say take the Merritt Parkway because that's the obvious alternate option, but there is an accident in the same area. So southbound on the Merritt, approaching Black Rock Turnpike, exit 44. Watch out for an accident there. Delays are extensive as well. Darlene, back over to you.
Thank you very much, Lauren. 6:01 right now. We're following breaking news this morning in Queens. Police searching for the driver in a deadly hit and run. We're told the suspect.
Cloudy skies, tracking a few sprinkles too, but I think for the most part they'll miss rather than hit all those bus stops. So let's get your kids ready. Starting off Jersey City, New York City, Poughkeepsie, all into the 60s. We'll end up in the mid and upper 70s, a little bit muggier, but I think some sunshine will poke through today, very similar to yesterday. But we're also watching off to the north and west, those showers and thunderstorms. That's with our next system that's going to bring our round of showers and thunderstorms. So I'm tracking that, the risk for severe weather, and an update on the hurricane outlook right now. That's all coming up in the 10-day forecast.
All right, Maria, thank you. Still ahead, emotional return. Former Red Sox star David Ortiz surprises.
What will they do? The details coming up in your CNBC Money Report.
If you are getting on the rails, all good news from there. Subways and major commuter rail lines running on or close to schedule, but there are some slowdowns on the roads, including some road work on 287 southbound in the Montville area. That's out by exit 45, so you could see delays here, and we'll take a live look outside.
Going on.
Yeah, we have some accidents out there causing some major slowdowns. So I'm going to start in Connecticut because on the Merritt Parkway, you still have a crash southbound out there approaching Black Rock Turnpike, which is exit 44. Delays go all the way back to Route 8, so a very slow ride. Now, there was an overturned vehicle on 95 southbound out by 27A in Bridgeport. That cleared. There are still residual delays getting into the area, and now there's a new accident not too far from there. So you got out of that traffic, and now you're going to sit in this. 95 southbound, it's between exits 19 and 18 after the Southport exit there, so delays are building here as well. Now heading over to the Henry Hudson Parkway, this is what Maria was just talking about. Southbound, you have an accident by 96th Street, all lanes subject to intermittent closures. It does look closed right now. I keep seeing a car get by here and there, but the delays, we'll take a live look at them here, all the way back to the Cross Bronx Expressway, and it's affecting the George Washington Bridge. So we'll see, you still have some construction in the process of clearing on 287 southbound out by exit 45. So this should be in better shape soon. Michael, over to you.
Okay, Warren, thanks very much. 6:18 a.m. on this Tuesday, September 10th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Lauren Scala's watching roads and rails. First Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with today's forecast. Good morning.
Good morning, and we have some clouds, but we have some showers too, so I'm going to get right to it. Storm Tracker 4 looking at that, but first, Actually, I lied. Let's take you down to Point Pleasant Beach first. And outside on the beach where we have a moderate risk of rip currents, that's where we see some sunshine, but where we have the cloud cover right now and some of those showers closer to New York City. And right now we're seeing it from Bergen County in through Essex and Union counties, pushing into parts of Staten Island, also into Manhattan. You may get some sprinkles there, but also picking up a little bit of red, so maybe a little bit more than sprinkles here in some of those areas. So heads up from Bayonne into Staten Island too over the next half hour or so. So be prepared for that. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, temperatures climbing all the way up to 78 degrees by 3 o'clock. All right, a full plate on Lauren Scala's table right now with all the traffic woes going on.
Yeah, we have some big problems out there that are going to get in your way. We'll start with Connecticut on the Merritt Parkway. You saw an accident southbound approaching exit 44, and you also have one on 95 southbound. Again, the delays go off the screen. This is out after exit 19, right between 19 and 18. That's causing really bad delays, like I said. Then the Henry Hudson Parkway southbound approaching 96th Street. You saw an accident out there affecting both sides of the road, and I just found out there's another one southbound before you even get to 125th Street. So we're going to take a quick live look outside if you can. Michael, back over to you.
Okay, Lauren, thank you very much. And we're following breaking of weather with Maria LaRosa. So, Maria, we saw like beautiful weather down at the shore, and then it's kind of gray behind us.
Yeah, we have just enough on the Storm Tracker 4 that have to include a few showers of sprinkles out there currently. This is kind of it as we're seeing right now from Bergen County down through now to the east of Newark, headed towards Manhattan, even clipping Staten Island. So there may be a few sprinkles at the bus stop, Jersey City, those areas, but otherwise mostly cloudy. 74 by lunchtime, and when the kiddos get off the bus or home, 78 degrees. Coming up, though, I have to talk about a heat index that'll be pushing into the 90s. And the showers and thunderstorms and the severe threat we have in the 10-day forecast.
The old HI index coming up. Back on tour.
No.
It is a busy morning commute this morning. Construction delays are getting bad on 287 southbound approaching exit 45. Then over on the FDR Drive, you have an accident southbound by 63rd Street, and on the Grand Central Parkway westbound after the BQE. The Henry Hudson Parkway is a mess southbound with 2 accidents approaching 96th Street, and we'll take a live look outside.
Full work wherever you may be going.
That's it. We got a little bit of everything for everybody, including the shower. So just a heads up there. Nothing that's terribly heavy there. Now it's pushed off to the east, but you can see the little pockets of red. So I'm tracking some of those showers to the north of Bayonne here. We're looking at Jersey City, a few sprinkles. These are pushing off to the east, so heads up, even Manhattan. Lauren has been talking about that accident in Henry Hudson near 96th Street. Maybe a few sprinkles for the first responders there within the next hour or so. And then heading into Bergen County, 17 and 287, seeing some showers, including Paramus into Wyckoff. But that's just about it. Just a heads up. Otherwise, temperatures are mild and we're mostly cloudy. Central Park at 68. We've got Pompton Lakes at 66. Plainview at 66 as well. We've got 54 at East Hampton, into the 50s in Monticello, and Long Branch coming in at 68. Headed up to 78 today under mostly to partly cloudy skies. That sprinkle, especially early today, that should be just about it. It'll feel a little bit warmer than yesterday. That humidity, it's going to feel a lot cooler along the coast. That southerly wind right off the water will help quite a bit, keeping the temperatures at bay there out on the island. But this just as a reminder, we are still officially in summer, 13 days before we flip the calendar to fall. So yes, delays in both directions on the E train, and as I was walking out here, a service change and delays on the N and the R lines. Otherwise, the rails are in good shape, but let's get over to the roads because there's a lot of problems. So on the Merritt Parkway southbound, there's a crash approaching exit 44, which is Black Rock Turnpike. Delays go back to exit 49. You could see Black Rock Turnpike also jammed up in the area. And then on 95 southbound, this accident after exit 19, it's about halfway between 19 and 18. Delays go all the way back to exit 30. So beyond Bridgeport at this point, leave yourself a lot of extra time this morning, Connecticut commuters. Over on the Grand Central Parkway westbound after the BQE, really coming off the ramp from the BQE here, there's an accident affecting both roadways. And on the FDR Drive southbound by 63rd Street, I just skipped past that, there's an accident causing delays that are significant there as well. 2 of them southbound on the Henry Hudson Parkway, one by 96th, one by 125th. Delays inbound at the GWB are 25 minutes, about 20 at the Lincoln Tunnel, up to 30 at the Holland. And there's still construction on 287 southbound by exit 45. One more thing for you. Route 9 northbound backed up with a disabled bus just south of the Garden State Parkway. Michael, back to you.
Okay, Lauren, thank you very much. Tomorrow, public school students across New York State, they'll
90 days there while serving as president. Uprooted the potentially deadly plant yesterday afternoon. Jimson weed, as it's known, was growing in a meat.
Right, we watched it. Right.
And there's a tea made with Jimson weed and doesn't go so well, but that's pretty incredible that it's here in the city.
In the middle of the Upper West Side. All right, Fashion Week going underground. Details on Tom Ford's unique runway show you're watching today in New York.
Something special about eating together. At ShopRite, we help make
the Today family's all back together and kicking off fall in a big way. Big interviews, big performances, big surprises, and we can't wait to share it all with you, only on Today.
The weather, and I'll show you exactly when and where before it happens.
Wake up with a team who gets it.
And gets it to you.
Darlene and Michael, Maria and Lauren, the only all-local morning team is on Today in New York.
A few persistent showers here on Storm Tracker 4. Nothing terribly heavy, but just enough out in the area that just be aware of. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies. That's the view from the Liberty Science Center. Some low cloudiness at that. We will get some spots of sunshine in here today. 78 degrees by 3 o'clock, 75 by 6 p.m. Watching the chance for showers and storms.
Trains right now, and if you're getting on the roads, an accident on 280 eastbound out by exit 9 Mount Pleasant Avenue. You still have an overturned vehicle on 80 westbound just after exit 58. That's causing heavy delays in both directions. Then over on the New York State Thruway southbound just before the bridge, you saw an accident there. Then on 95 northbound, you have one just after Midland Avenue. So heavy delays on the Cross Westchester Expressway as well. You still have one southbound on the Henry Hudson approaching 96th Street and on the FDR Drive southbound after 71st. So a slow ride southbound through Manhattan. Darlene, back to you.
Okay, Lauren, thank you. Let's check the weather. Today, partly cloudy, high of 78 degrees. Tomorrow, much warmer in the evening. Thursday, more showers. We'll
also still have one out there on 95 northbound just after Midland Avenue, and you still have construction on 287 southbound by exit 45. Back to you, Darlene.
Lauren, thank you. Let's take
everyone. Sun and clouds right now. The view from the Liberty Science Center showing just that. We had some showers earlier. Those have dissipated. So just cloudy skies at Central Park, 70 degrees. That humidity way up. So already starting to feel a little sticky. That'll keep it feeling warm later today. 78 degrees. We do have the shower and thunderstorm chance increasing tomorrow evening.